Hi, welcome to Soul Vibes with Chelsea. I am your host, Chelsea, and I have a reading to share with you today. The intention behind these readings is that they are for the highest good of all, that they bring forth more abundance, love, and joy to those people who are tuned in. So if you are here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. I just set the intention. I really cleared my energy and just opened up to source and to spirit, and my ears started ringing like crazy and I felt a powerful surge of energy, and it was so important for me to ground, to imagine roots coming out of the bottom of my feet to any place that is touching the earth or being held, that there are roots coming out and sinking deep into the earth so that I can receive the nutrients from Mother Earth, from her energetic grounding presence, and to be able to hold this amount of energy from the divine so that this love can fill my being, so that I can radiate it out into the world. I'm very happy we're doing this today. So, I kept hearing right before the reading, activation, some sort of activation has occurred or is occurring at this point where you are being lifted to a new evolution of yourself, one who is free from the conditioning and the restraints and the limiting beliefs, the self-limiting beliefs that existed within your field. You have chosen to release. You are in the process of releasing these lower frequency emotional homes. You are releasing those to create space and to align with what it is that you desire to experience in this life. You are being guided through it, and you're being asked to just allow and surrender and breathe. Ground your energy so that you can receive and you can hold this. I'm feeling guided to read from The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. So beautiful. Any ASMR fans out there who also love readings? Me. Okay, all right. Okay. I'm feeling called to start by showing this image. So this is being spiraling downward. It looks like into some kind of pool. It's giving the unknown. And when he entered into the city, all the people came to meet him, and they were crying out to him as with one voice. And the elders of the city stood forth and said, "Go not yet away from us. A noontide have you been in our twilight, and your youth has given us dreams to dream. No stranger are you among us, nor a guest, but our son and our dearly beloved. Suffer not yet our eyes to hunger for your face." And the priests and the priestesses said unto him, "Let not the waves of the sea separate us now, and the years you have spent in our midst become a memory. You have walked among us a spirit, and your shadow has been a light upon our faces. Much have we loved you, but speechless was our love, and with veils it has been veiled. Yet now it cries aloud unto you, and would stand revealed before you. And ever has it been that love knows not its own depth until the hour of separation." And others came also and entreated him, but he answered them not. He only bent his head. And those who stood near saw his tears falling upon his breast. And he and the people proceeded towards the great square before the temple. And there came out of a sanctuary a woman whose name was Almitra, and she was a seeress. And he looked upon her with exceeding tenderness, for it was she who had first sought and believed in him when he had been but a day in their city. And she hailed him, saying, "Prophet of God, in quest of the uttermost, long have you searched the distances for your ship, and now your ship has come, and you must needs go. Deep is your longing for the land of your memories, and the dwelling place of your greater desires, and our love would not bind you, nor our needs hold you. Yet this we ask ere you leave us, that you speak to us, and give us of your truth. And we will give it unto our children, and they unto their children, and it shall not perish. In your aloneness you have watched with our days, and in your wakefulness you have listened to the weeping and the laughter of our sleep. Now therefore disclose us to ourselves, and tell us all that has been shown you of that which is between birth and death." And he answered, "People of Orphalese, of what can I speak, save of that which is even now moving within your souls?" Many people crave your light. They are intrigued by your light. They are inspired by your light. And they desire more of it. Of course they do. And you know that if you are being called, you must go. And those that truly love and support you set you free. And that doesn't mean that they're free of grief. They understand. They understand that you have been given a divine gift, a power, an ability to have the most impact, to change the world for the better, to create a more loving, wise, conscious world. She was a seer. She knew that he had to go to fulfill the prophecy. And we may not be able to stay in certain places all of the time, despite people desiring us to be there. A life lived with purpose and alignment and trust and faith. Is the power. Freedom to follow what your heart calls you toward. So starting off in the shallow end, as you can see. 11:11. I love it. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. What a powerful start. Okay. Yeehaw. A lot of energy coming through. This activation, you're being called toward your purpose. This is the Keepers of the Light deck. So this is divine forces that can come in and help guide the reading. Oh, let's go! Wait, don't stop until mascara's on the dance floor. Do you know that song? We say no. Joan of Arc is on the dance floor. Allie and AJ, Joan of Arc on the dance floor. Shout out to that song, and shout out to this queen. Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Let's go. Wow. The legend, Joan of Arc, thank you for joining this reading. Blessed. 4 white lilies. Lilies could be significant. Dang. Okay. So this is an activation of your voice, of your truth, of finding your purpose and standing strong within it, despite the fear of persecution. You understand that there's going to be a level of dissension from those who don't understand what you're doing, because you're doing it before anyone else has done it. The way that you can do it, that only you can do it, my friend. Hell yeah. Okay. Ooh, white eagle, ancestor spirit. Beautiful. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Okay. So wow. So opportunity for healing, for releasing these old patterns that are conditioned and not maybe in alignment with what you currently with your current values. Let's go! Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Master Buddha, we are honored. Thank you for being here. Okay, so this is, it's this awareness, also this, your third eye being activated. And this is cultivated through a state of meditation. Okay, so this is letting you know that you're unlocking your truth. There is something to be healed, and a way that you can heal that and access that is through becoming aware and meditating and taking that time to be still and breathe. There comes that breath, always back to the breath. That divine pause of realignment. Take it as many times as you need. And you will cultivate this skill through the practice of meditation. To be able to let things flow like a river. Let it flow like a river. So many of us, we become attached to the thoughts and the fears of our mind, that the thoughts that pop up. And it's so normal for the ego. They call it the monkey mind. In Buddhist teachings, they call it the monkey mind. So it's this chatter, this mental chatter that we are constantly, well, it's a chance to evaluate how noisy is that chatter. If you're tending to want to dissociate or soothe your nervous system in a way that feels like it's an insatiable itch that you can't scratch, it's likely because your nervous system is activated to a point where escape feels like the safest option. And this is an invitation that you can actually create a state of safety and peace within your body. You can create a home base, a sanctuary point where you can come back to that breath, that center. To not only ground yourself in the present moment, but to feel a sense of peace and empowerment. And knowing that after this breath, I get to make a new choice. But you don't have to think that consciously. You just breathe. And you remember that you are in a new moment and you can make a new choice. Yay. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. Green Witch's Oracle. What earth elements practices will be supportive for this journey, this unfolding? Okay, 3 cards. So first we have spring. Rebuilding, awakening, rebirth. Activation, anyone? Yeah, something new is coming forward. Something energizing, something after like a long winter. Spring is my favorite season because after a long winter, you start to see these signs of life again. You start to spend more time outdoors. At least I do. I spend a lot of time indoors in the winter. And spring is just possibility. And the proof of hope that was held on through winter. Rebirth, yeah, energy for sure. Okay, next up we have rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. So this is related to you remembering your purpose, your power, rediscovering your power, and returning to habits that allow you to consistently build that version of you, to be that version of you every single day, really, because it's about embodiment. You can know what your dreams are, and if you are not living your life in a way that is consistent with living that dream, there's misalignment there. And so there's a chance for realignment with those habits and patterns to embody the version of you that you desire to become in your heart of hearts. And you be that as often as possible. Buds, new beginnings, expansion. Yeah. Yep. A lot of really beautiful new beginnings coming in here as you are releasing these generational curses and remembering who you are and finding those things that bring you joy and bring you love and embracing them, prioritizing them in a way that feels perfect. It's boundaried, and because it's boundaried, it's filled with love and understanding and freedom. Okay, I just pulled from the Wisdom of Avalon, and I think I got 2 cards. One totally flipped out. Trust. So you're being asked to trust right now that everything is happening for you, for the highest good. This is an opportunity for realignment. If it's something you don't want to experience, in a sense, you can become grateful for the awareness that this is not what I want to experience, because in that moment, when you become aware, when you become conscious, you take your power back, right? You notice you are in the present moment where you can choose something different. And it does sometimes, okay. Nervous system programming is real, and that is why regulation is so important. And unlearning limiting beliefs that hold us back from what it is that we desire to experience in our reality. So when you request something from the universe, understand that you are first being given a lesson to release what it is that is blocking you from already receiving that. Allow that experience. Allow yourself to transmute that energy when you become aware of it. Whether it's grieving for a former version of yourself, just journaling out, honoring it, witnessing it, becoming conscious of it, not to a point of reliving it, well, maybe a little bit, and with the intention of releasing the limiting belief, moving toward a more authentic, embodied version of self who is showing up consistently, powerfully, taking up space, using her voice, just like Joan of Arc. I'm hearing Taylor Swift, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, in my head. Who's afraid of little old me? Well, you should be, you should be, you should be. Oh boy. We got the Knight of Cups. Okay. And we got Judgment in reverse. Okay. There's a lot coming through right now. Okay, we're going to clear the energy and reset. There are some people who are not happy about what you are doing, what you are saying, what you are about. And it's because they don't understand. And you love these people. You love these people. And you tell them, and you show them, and you be it. No performance necessary. Okay. This Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is related to a masculine energy. This could be an internal energy. We all have a balance of both masculine and feminine energies internally, and everything is energy. And so masculine energy, emotional. There's someone who wants to give you romance. And there is, with the Judgment card in reverse, there's this sense of misalignment. So this could either be that you're not giving yourself love, or that there is somebody external who is either not feeling aligned, or there's some sense of misalignment. There's a sense of like fog around this, is what I'm getting. Okay, we also have the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the King of Cups. Okay. There's like this lack of passion here. And there's an invitation here to reignite your passion and listen. Just listen. Tune in and listen. So the Queen of Wands is in this meditative state. She's receiving ideas, downloads. This is that awareness, the Master Buddha we were talking about. And so another confirmation for meditation being really important at this time. And also we have the King of Cups. So you are in a place where you're not only in tune emotionally, but you are also actively helping others to be in tune with their emotions, with their inner world. You are teaching others how to access an inner landscape that they did not even know existed. So you're powerful person. Thanks for that. Ooh, just got really itchy nose. Okay, Moonology. I'm going to pull some messages from Moonology. So, Emotions are running high. Yeah, like that, that King of Cups. I mean, yeah, I feel that. I felt that, like, in this reading when that came up. That's crazy. The answers you need are coming. Okay, so this is not something that you need to force or stress over. Just be. So, okay, because King of Cups is meditating too. Meditate is what your guides are saying. And yeah, but the answers you need are coming, and that is where you will receive them, is in meditation, in spending time with yourself and with your breath and with your senses and with the divine. And it's a practice. It's something that you cultivate. So that monkey mind will happen a lot at the beginning when you start. Expect it and thank yourself every time you return to your focus to the meditation, because you realize, oh, I got distracted. Thank you that I noticed that. Thank you, because now I get to make a new choice. I am not a monk, but I've learned Zen Buddhist tradition, and that is Mahayana, and that's where I learned a lot of my meditation practice from. I don't know if I said that right, but it's okay. And you let it go. You just let things go, and you let the flow of life move through you so that you can be in present awareness of what is in the present moment. And it's so powerful to live life from a place of being able to find stillness within. It's really powerful. 33 on the time as I say that. Okay, one more Moonology. Hold your vision. So this is what you are manifesting. What is it that you truly desire? Hold it. So as you're meditating, also take time to visualize what it is that you desire to experience. And it's even more powerful when you can not only visualize, but you can get your physiology involved, that you can activate your somatic system so that you can program it into your experience as this is something I've already experienced. You embody it, you create it, and you vision it first. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay, thank you, Moonology. So I'm going to wrap it up here shortly. I did feel called to grab this Muse Tarot deck, and I was curious about it. I don't work with this deck terribly often. I have my favorite go-tos, and so this one just has a message. What is that message? Oh, oh. Okay. Okay. We have the Tower and we have the Sun. Okay, so something is crumbling in your life. This is that that lineage, that generational wound that is asking to be healed. The activation is happening. The Tower is crumbling. It's already underway. And as you allow yourself to meditate, to process through your system, and you drop this weight that you've been carrying, the Sun, the mother freaking Sun, is on the other side. Tap in, hold the vision of this Sun, and you'll create it. Wow, thank you. Are there any other messages? Yes. Okay, feels like there's 2 more cards. Ooh, okay. Oh, interesting. Wow, I guess we're going to talk about this one first. It's a lot of shuffling. So, 7 of emotions. Emotions in this deck are cups. But this is a card that talks all about options. You have choices here. Many different ways that things could go. What should we know about these choices? What should we know about these choices? So curious. Okay. Oh, we had some flip over. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I got more cards than I was expecting, but I'm feeling like I need to read them all. Okay. 7 of materials. This is 7 of pentacles. This is about tending to roots. Evaluation, taking time to evaluate, to notice. You've been growing something for a while, and now you're taking stock of, how is this process going? Is there opportunity for closer realignment? Like those habits we were talking about. Okay. Muse of materials. This is the King of Pentacles. This is abundance. This is wealth to a point where you are teaching others about wealth. And this may not be in the traditional sense. This could be in your an abundance mindset. And of course, that will correlate to wealth. You know, ignoring any 3D reality that tells you that it's different. Because you have the opportunity to actively create the future. And this is very much giving light at the tunnel. And look, there's 2. And there's apples. And there's a woman walking on a bridge. So she is walking into the unknown. Wow. Three of emotions, 3 of cups. This is a card all about relationships, soul connections, love, friendship, unity, community. Six of Pentacles. So this is card about balance, about equal give and take. So you have an option of something that is balanced, that is reciprocated, that is equal. Ooh, and the Page of Inspiration, the Page of Wands. Got that black kitty cat up there. Meow. Page of Inspiration. So this is creativity, passion, spark, joy. It's like this childlike sense of wonder and playfulness, like the inner child energy. So as you consider this, with all of your options, you're being asked to tune in to what it is that feels truly aligned with who you are creating, who you know at your core you are, regardless of the fear of persecution, that you understand that others may judge you for your choices and you don't care. And that is freedom. I love you so much. Thank you. If you're still here, I love you. I mean, everyone who left, I love them too. And would love to have, if this resonated, a like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever I'm supposed to say on YouTube. I really would genuinely love to hear from people though in the comments. Let me know what connected for you. If there's anything that really stood out that you want to anchor into your being. If you're on this path, I mean, I'm just sending you so much love. Thank you for being here.